Well, hello peoples of YouTube. Isn't this nice to, come around again and to learn stuff? Yeah, I know it's fantastic, but don't worry. I know what you're thinking about. This is not the usual setting. No, of course not. This is just an intermission, or what's it called? Something like that. This is just that. Before the new season, so you get to learn something before being entertained again. How lovely. No, seriously, that's lovely. And if you don't feel it, go away. I don't need you. Seriously, I used this word seriously twice now, 3 times, so this is how our relationship is, anyway. So I know that you've been wondering about how the structure of the Hungarian government is. Is it proper English? Seems alright. Well, it's not my native language, so good. Okay, so first of all, let me gather all my pens. And this is the board. Now, the funny thing is that you're going to see me like this for a long time. And that's why I placed my microphone here. Unfortunately, this side of my head is not very interesting. But I can't do this. It would be, can't. Oh. See what I do for you. This is good entertainment, by the way, so you can't say that it's not. Anyway, so, structure of the government in Hungary. Let me draw a very nice red building here. This is going to be our House of Parliament. Lovely, isn't it? There you go. Fantastic building. As you can see from the drawing, this is late Rococo with a nice touch of pen. Okay, so let's see. The Houses of Parliament consists of, well, I wanted to say originally, you see, there you go. You can hear me. So, originally I wanted to say that it consists of the ministries, but it's not true. Our ministries are scattered all over the city. And a couple of years ago, the government tried to build a new sort of district for all the ministries. Now, imagine that it would have cost billions of forints, and it would have worked because the gas bill would have been cheaper or something like that. But everyone was against it, obviously, because I don't know, it costs money, and we need money for bread. No, seriously, if you can send me some money, that would be okay. It's not very good because I have high-speed internet. I mean, that's how I upload my videos. Obviously, we're not starving. But yes, of course, things aren't that good. Anyway, let's do the one and only Mordor of Parliament. Okay, so green pen will represent the representatives. So here we go, just a couple of people sitting there. Something about 270 or maybe more, because I think this is the main goal, that it would consist of 270 seats actually, and now we have 300, 400, whatever. I haven't done any research. I'm just this is just an intermission. Or if it's a real word. I haven't looked it up. So imagine that how I prepared. It's amazing what I can, just do and talk out of my head. I amaze myself sometimes. Anyway, so something like 270 seats, and it's some of them is some of them. Sorry, are party members, because these green ones are elected and these ones are not. They're just in there because the party is big and they need more seats. So I imagine that you're familiar with the proper structure of a democratic parliament, and then that's it. Nothing. Nothing extra. So, okay, so here this is the big guy, the prime minister, responsible for everything. Currently, this is Orbán Viktor, and his party does whatever he says they should do. So I imagine that, if he likes to ride pink unicorns, then there you go. He says, off you go, find some pink unicorns, download My Little Pony or whatever. And they have to do it. Because they depend on the guy. It's not because... this is not a system, this is just how it has been created. Hungary is a country of kings. Hungary is a country where if you are connected to someone by blood, then there you go. Now you have something. So if you're born as some sort of nobility, then they're okay. So if you, for example, there is this guy. He's called Vitézi Dávid. David is David, basically. So I'm going to refer to him as David. And Goliath. No, there's no Goliath. That's his. No, they're not fighting at all. So that's all rubbish. Anyway, so David is something like 27 years old, and he is the head of the Budapest Transport Center. This is supposed to be, the headquarters of all transport in Budapest, and he's 27. It's not customary that someone as young in Hungary is a CEO of a big company, and he can do this because he's somehow connected to the guy. Not him exactly. He isn't connected. By blood. He's not his son or something. But his father and his mother is in the party. His father was some sort of movie or play, theatrical director or whatever. And now he can be there. And every once in a while I watch some of his, statements, and it's just, oh my god. Come on. The guy is 27 and he has a university degree. He should learn to speak. And he should learn to think before he speaks. Now, the thing is that whatever he says, the company must do. And not because he's the CEO, but, he's well connected. So, let's go back here. To the parliament, because that's what we are talking about, of course. Now, so all these seats, come on, please don't make me just, draw circles. Just imagine it's full of circles. And this is the guy, this guy runs the whole country. It's not a dictatorship. He was elected. And obviously, it's just, that's the way things are. And because he is who he is the leader. I know it sounds like a dictatorship, but officially it's not. So, go figure. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so don't be a smartass. Anyway, so this is the really big guy, the president of the whole country. And it's awesome. It's awesome to be the president of a country, because you can do... Oh boy. You can do stuff, obviously. You can give medals to some people. You can Okay, so he's not the president of the United States. He doesn't have his budget. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any powers. He's just supposed to be a guy who... I mean, the last president of the country was a sort of sportsman, and he faked his diploma and PhD and whatever. It was a big scandal. So he's not really even the man of integrity in the country. So what else? Okay, so anyway, so now his guy, he doesn't do anything. He just has a big head in the drawing, not in real life. He's a nice normal size head, obviously. So, I mean, this guy runs the country. He has the 2/3 majority of the parliament. That's something like there you go. And then, or maybe there you go. And then there are some people who are preparing for the next elections. They don't do much. Well, actually, they don't do anything. So, I mean, he doesn't really have any opposition, if you ask me. I mean, so anyway, let's just do another example of his his wonderful rule, something of the country, and then off we go. That's it for today. I mean, this is just, I mean, what else should I explain? And it's just normal democracy, like like your old home democracy, with one guy ruling the... anyway, so his last achievement was this year. He from January the 1st, he issued a sort of rule that the electricity and gas bills must be 10% less. That's it. And there was a study made that everything in the country, every price tag went from a normal, 100% to 200%. So it's, everything doubled, but now we have 10% off the gas bill. And people are, genuinely upset, because that's, I mean, who would think that that's cool? Well, I'll tell you what, his electors will think that it's cool, and they do think that it's cool. So obviously they probably, he probably win the next elections if there's no opposition, proper opposition. So there you go. That was that completely lame explanation with a beautiful building. Remember the building, and that's awesome. And that was the explanation of the parliament and how it works. It's brilliant. I mean, I would love to talk about departments and stuff like that, but I know that's it. That's the guy, and that's it. Okay, so thank you very much for listening, and be prepared for the next season. And let me just... Okay.